Ugh.
What's the matter?
Political correctness is the scourge of our culture.
I'm going to once again ignore the voice in my head urging me not to pursue this and ask you what makes you say that. What makes you say that?
Because of all the people jumping on Bill Maher and Sam Harris's asses for calling bullshit on Islam. It's fucking ridiculous.
I see.
You can criticize religion without being hateful to the people who practice it, you know?
I agree. But is that what you think Bill Maher and Sam Harris and various other commentators have been doing?
Yes, of course it is. They've said I don't know how many times they're talking about Islam, the religion, not Muslim people in general.
Well,
What?
nothing.
What? Come on, you've got a counterpoint to offer. I can tell you've got that counterpoint face.
Well, they can say they're doing one thing and still actually be doing another.
I knew it. You're just as bad as the rest of these bleeding heart liberals. You can't stand for anybody to say anything that might hurt somebody else's feelings. Well, let me tell you something, Stuffy. You're such a feminist. Women have it worse in these Muslim countries than they do anywhere else in the world. But you're not really interested in that, are you? All you really care about are white people problems.
That's ridiculous. I'm not even a white person. I'm a stuffed dog.
Will you at least admit that Islam is the worst religion in the world?
If you're talking about just the religion itself, I don't see how it's any better or worse than Christianity.
Yeah, well, I'm no cheerleader for Christians, but at least they don't go around suicide bombing people or flying planes into buildings.
With very, very few exceptions, neither do Muslims. And far more Muslims have been victims of terrorist attacks than have perpetrated them.
Islam is the worst religion. That's a fact.
No, that's a subjective judgment. When you start referring to your own subjective judgments as facts, you're thinking like the fundamentalists you want to oppose.
It's not subjective. It's in the Quran. Here, I'll show you. Hey, is that one of those Batman stamps? Oh no, it's just a spot of cat piss in the shape of a bat symbol.
Watch out!
Ow!
I hear you, baby. All I'm saying is you can't undersell the advantages of black rage when you're talking about a one-on-one fisticuffs type situation.
But if being a member of an oppressed people can fuel you in a fight, why wouldn't that also work for someone who spent his life struggling against imperial rulers?
Not the same thing, baby.
No, it's not the same thing, but it wouldn't be as much of a mismatch in the oppressed person's rage category as you're saying it would be.
You're both talking bollocks. The winner of the fight would be whoever was hungrier.
Which would be Gandhi.
Not so fast, baby. MLK was hungry too. For social justice.
For the love of all that's holy, are you really arguing over who would win in a fight between Gandhi and Martin Luther King?
Yeah?
He started it.
Wasn't that an epic rap battle already?
Bah! That rap battle settled nothing.
Well, anyway, could you keep it down, please? I'm trying to get my prey on here.
You're right. I apologize for interrupting you during this salat.
Is that like the official name for it? I better write that one down. It sounds like a good one to know. Salat, like salad, only with a T instead of a D.
Yes.
I just converted, so I haven't had a chance to memorize all the vocab yet. But the ones I have trouble with, I just write down in this crib sheet that I keep stashed up here under my Islamoka.
Your what?
This thing. My Allah beanie. Whatever it's called.
Takiya.
Gesundheit.
No, that's what your head covering is called. A takiya. Or a kufi. T-A-Q.
I'll just sound it out. So much to learn, right? Ah, man. Hey, did I ever tell you guys the story of how I converted to Islam?
You mean that thing that happened yesterday, baby?
I'd love to hear all about it for the 13th fucking time, but make it fast because I'm having hot wax poured on me bollocks in 5 minutes.
Or to answer your question more directly, yes, you have told us that story. Repeatedly. Also, we were there.
You know, I'm getting kind of an Islamophobic vibe from you guys.
How so?
First, earlier today, I proposed a new house rule that would require all females who live here to wear the hijab, and you all voted against me. Second, nobody wants to hear my Islam conversion story. Third, you're dogs and you're impure.
Oi, who you calling a dog, you bastard?
None of those things are Islamophobic.
Yeah.
No. Being a Muslim, or a member of any other religion, or a member of no religion is fine, but it doesn't give you the right to expect everyone else to live by your religion's rules or affirm or celebrate your religious beliefs. Diversity and pluralism are good things. They allow people the freedom to be themselves and follow their consciences, but also to live together in a community. But that only works in an environment of tolerance and mutual respect.
You know, I'm pretty sure the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said something about this. I have no idea what, but I'm certain that whatever it was full of truth and wisdom. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to shoot the first episode of my new video series. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining me as I begin my examination of Christopher Hitchens' God is Not Great from my Muslim perspective. In this video, I'm going to be covering chapter 1 of the book. So let's get started with, shit. I forgot the book. Just 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves until I get back. I'll give you a topic. There is no God but God, and Muhammad is his messenger. Discuss. Is that an image of the Prophet? No, it's just a bit of cat vomit that happens to look like Muhammad. Peace be upon him. Better clean it up anyway, just to be on the safe side. Oh, motherfucker! So, what have we learned?
That religion is no excuse for marginalizing or mistreating people, whether the religion in question is your religion or someone else's.
That Martin Luther King would beat Gandhi like a karate dummy shaped like Lester Maddox.
That I'm a bear, not a fucking dog.
And what about you, Steve? What have you learned?
I learned that I need to take my cat to the vet, because she's been pissing and vomiting all over the goddamn carpet.
There's just one question I have. How did a book falling on your head cause you to convert to Islam?
Well, when the Quran fell on my head, it knocked me for a loop, and I misinterpreted that as a religious omen.
And what about the second time, when the copy of God is Not Great fell on you? How did that cause you to deconvert?
Oh, well, that time the book bounced off my head and landed open on the floor in front of me.
And?
And I just read it.